Okay. What did your public defender tell you to get you to sign your plea agreement?
I just told you.
I need you to tell me again. I started the tape over.
I don't want to do that. I don't want my voice. Look, these calls are recorded and monitored. I don't want you recording.
But if the call is recorded, then
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. It's illegal.
it's not illegal. How is it illegal when you just said the call is recorded? It's not illegal if it's already a recorded phone call. How is that illegal? I'm trying to get you to tell your story from your point of view instead of saying your aunt saying this or your aunt saying that. It happened to you. I'm trying to get you to say what happened to you. How is that illegal? It's one or two things that are going to happen. They're going to violate your rights and you're going to let them, or you're going to tell people what they did to you. Do you think they're going to mess with you while you in there? That's why you don't want to say nothing?
Yeah, basically one reason.
Have they been messing with you while you in there?
Yes.
The COs?
Huh?
The COs? Or just the inmates?
Yeah, I love my clothes, commissaries, man. That's all I don't got, mama. That's all I don't got.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to say anything because they messing with you while you in there. Okay, I understand that. And because you said that, I won't let you say anything. But it's very important that you just state what happened to you. But because of your safety, you don't want to say anything. I agree with you. I want you to be safe, so I'm not going to let you say anything. But the last thing I do want to say is that they wouldn't change your clothes for 6 months. They wouldn't give you a
shower. No, I didn't have no clothes, and I couldn't make no phone calls, and I couldn't get on the kiosk.
They wouldn't let you do. Okay. All right. So for your safety, TikTok, I'm gonna end this video. He doesn't want to talk for his safety because they messing with him while he in there. So all right, all right. Love you. Okay, this should be video 19. That was a quick video of I was on the phone with my nephew and I wanted him to speak so he could tell his story in his words and it not be my aunt said this, my aunt said that. But as you can see, he was scared to tell his side of the story because of how he's being treated while he's incarcerated. Like I said, that he's being tortured while he's in there, which is true. They are doing various things to him and he fears for his safety. And I wanted to keep that video in there so God forbid if something else should happen to him, it'll be a record that he said how he's being treated. But this is the stuff that we're dealing with. It was a video I took earlier where he talked about how the public defender told him if he didn't sign the plea, he would get more time. But, I really wanted you guys to hear his story. But again, he's in prison, he's on the phone, and him talking, telling what's happening to him while other people are around, and it's already a high profile case. Other people in there see how he's being treated. I did a video on my page about another guy who is in the prison with him, who is wrongfully incarcerated, but they just locked him up. The prosecutor didn't have evidence, had no evidence or information regarding his case, but, committed official misconduct, and he was convicted, but he doesn't have an attorney to take his case. That's the story I'm keep hearing. It's repetitive. It's sad that it only happens to us. And the people who do it to us do it because they know that there's nobody there to fight for us. For us to get an attorney, somebody to stand up and fight for us and fight for our rights. That's one of the reasons why when I filed my lawsuit and I was in the process of suing an entire branch of government, I really had to take a double, my hair. This is all mine, but it's just a mess. I had to really think about what I was doing because I knew I would be a target. I didn't mind me being a target. I do mind my nephew being a target because it ain't got nothing to do with him. And he has mental health issues. if you want to do something to me because I'm doing something to you or I'm holding you accountable, I'm fine with that. You know, I understand what I was doing when I was putting my life on the line. I have no issue with that. Them to go after my mentally ill nephew, I have a serious issue with that. Now he's in there. They're doing Lord knows what to him. He talked about a little bit of stuff, not giving him access to the phone, not letting him shower, not letting him change his clothes. They put him in he calls it a dungeon. I'm really not sure what it was, but that's what Mercer County Correctional Facility did to him. And what people realize and what people don't say how the system is, file a lawsuit. I contacted the FBI, the U.S. Attorney, Cory Booker, the governor's office, Governor Murphy, and every time I contact them with something, the first thing they do is say, is it a lawsuit pending? They want to know if it's a lawsuit pending about these allegations, because if it is, guess what they're going to do? They're not going to give a statement because they can't comment on pending legal actions. See, the people in a position of power, government officials, have learned to use this system to not only be complacent by them saying, oh, it's something legal, I can't comment on it, to get away with it. It's not about you commenting on it. If somebody telling you something, I called the governor's office. I'm calling the prison and saying this is what happened. If somebody's telling you something's not right, y'all supposed to be doing something about it. But you're using the old adage of, oh, it's a lawsuit, we can't comment on pending litigation. That is just your excuse to not hold accountable what's being done. So what I've been trying to do with my story, with my case, with these TikTok videos, is bring a light and bring attention to what's going on. I know I'm not the first one. I pray that I'm the last. And I want to bring attention to this corruption because as a black person in this country, we know how we're treated by mass incarceration. If you look at Michelle Alexander's, her book, I have the book too. I can't think of the name right now. Jim Crow, the new Jim Crow, that's what it is. And 13, the documentary on Netflix, and it talks about how mass incarceration was literally done to replace slavery. I wrote about it in my book. Slavery is still legal. A lot of people don't realize that. So what I am attempting to do by this TikTok series, by my book, by my documentaries, by me being a social justice advocate, by me writing, being a motivational speaker and talking about these topics, is having people view it from the standpoint of, wait a minute, I believe I created a solution to the problem of them silencing us so they can continue to violate us while we're working there and just have us sign a NDA non-disclosure. Now, guess what? They can continue to violate people's rights because, you know, all they do is make you sign an NDA. Because that's what they've been doing. They've been violating people. They've been violating numerous people. But they look at it like gambling. You got 100 people there. Not all 100 that you violate is going to sue. Out of those 100, you might have 10, 15. Out of the 10, 15, then you might get some dismissed on technicalities. So they looking at it. It's a win-win for them because we can continue violating black women act in the workplace because not all of them are going to have a case. Not all of them are going to have their I's dotted and their T's crossed. Not all of them is going to keep the evidence. Not all of them is going to know what it needs to withstand legal scrutiny or have the evidence, and they know that. So they look at it like, why not? That's why I'm so glad. I don't know, God must have really thought like this is my undertaking, because the evidence that I have and how I was filing my complaints and how I was writing everything out, and everything is so detailed. And me doing my book while my case is pending so I can't be silenced, and me doing the 2 documentaries, everything is being detailed to help me bring to light what is going on. And I just really appreciate that. And I hope you guys understand what I'm really trying to do here. And you could share my story, tell a friend about what's going on. Because God forbid if something happened to him, I'm like literally fighting for his life. And I just thank everybody who helped me fight for him. And I'm going to continue. This is going to be 19. But the other, I'm going to start off on 20 with the finish where ended last night. Thank you. I appreciate you.